Okay. Let's set this piece aside. For improving. Okay. Alright. So what are we doing here now that I'm done posting, that I'm going live? I am play testing. I gotta find the document. I'll just find the pinned document. Where is that document opening up at? I need to favorite this document so I don't lose it. Let's see. Is this screen streaming? Yes, it is. Do I just favorite this page? I'll figure it out. Alright, so what we have here is Roll20. Roll20.net with a bunch of AOTP figures. Polyroot Elementals. So we have a custom Nissa, a custom Ashaya, which is going to be, it's just an Eldrazi Ruiner symbol, but it's going to be a double-spaced, huge green creature that I'm playtesting. And then I'm playtesting also a Gideon. The Nissa and the Gideon I've playtested a bunch, and they are pretty decent as they are. The Ashaya I'm working on. But yes, this Gideon is also a custom, and that's why he has these 3 power counters up on the top underneath his name. Well, his name being a G. Because he's a G. Alright, let's put this there. So what we're dealing with, we have Nissa, Waker of Zendikar. This is the custom Nissa that I will be using. Her stats, there's a life of 7, move 6, range 5, power 3, toughness 3. And her 3 abilities. At the start of the game, she has one 10 height evergreen tree on her card, and that is going to be this thing right here. It's basically a summonable tree. So yeah, at the start of Nissa's turn, you may place this tree on an empty land space with a hex interlock within 5 clear sight spaces of Nissa. If you do, you may summon only 1 squad or 1 hero this turn. Yep, and that is to say that basically you're summoning the tree in lieu of summoning one of your 2 squads. Next ability, Nature's Stirring. At the end of Nissa's turn, select a single space. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be without the D. A single space evergreen tree within 5 clear sight spaces of her. Until the end of your turn, that tree is a token elemental creature under your control with life 1, 3 power, 3 toughness, move 4, and range 1. You may immediately move and attack with it. While moving, this tree may only move onto empty land spaces. And then the final ability attuned. Nissa gets +1 power while there is at least 1 tree within 2 clear sight spaces of her. Additionally, she gets +1 toughness while there are 2 or more trees within 2 clear sight spaces. So basically, if there is at least 2 trees within 2 clear sight spaces of her, she gets +1 power, +1 toughness, making her Yeah, 4/4 instead of 3/3. We have her gauged at about 340 points. And then Gideon, still a work in progress. It's just Gideon for now. We'll figure out a name at some point. Life 5, move 5, range 1, power 3, toughness 3. He has 2 abilities. Indomitable. I'm pretty sure he's mostly changed or unchanged from my streams from a month ago. Anyway, Indomitable. Gideon, let me see, this is still streaming. Am I still streaming the text? Yes, I am. Good. He begins the game with 3 power counters on him, and that is what you see on the top right here. We have these 3 sword counters. If a source would deal damage to Gideon, and there is at least 1 power counter on him, you must prevent all but 1 of that damage and remove a power counter from him. At the end of Gideon's turn, if he attacked an enemy figure this turn, and there are fewer than 3 power counters on him, put a power counter on him. It's basically the guy, his use almost totally revolves around keeping his power counters plentiful and beating the snot out of things. Hieromancy. Choose target creature an opponent controls within 2 clear sight spaces of Gideon. That creature and each other creature that opponent controls with the same name as that creature can't take a turn during that opponent's next turn. Use this ability once per game. So this is basically, yeah, like super detain from the hookers. Do I have hookers in his army? Oh, I do. So yeah, like hookers, and then also this Hieromancy basically makes it so you can freeze a squad for 2 turns if you want to, or you can freeze a squad for 1 turn and also freeze a hero for 1 turn. Gideon does have super detain in that he can choose a squad or a creature, where hookers can only choose a squad. He's costed at 360. I think he's a real monster. Frankly, I think I might even bump his cost, or at least maybe I'll talk to Luke about bumping his cost a little bit. Hard to tell. I still feel like he's in a pretty good spot, but he is pretty strong at this cost, which is fine because white needs a lot of help anyhow. But I like him. I think he's the white planeswalker we've deserved all along. And then the creature I'm playtesting. The only other custom I'm playtesting, really, this is the primary one I'm concerned with, is this Ashaya. It's going to be a gigantic tree, effectively. Ashaya. So it's a hero creature, an elemental. That's its type. Life 7, move 5, range 2, power 4, toughness 4. And we have 3 abilities here. Soul of the Wild. Ashaya counts as a tree for the abilities of any green figure you control, as well as for any spells you control. So effectively, it counts as a tree for Nissa, and also for 1 other spell that we have coming down the pipes for this expansion. That's going to require that your creatures be next to a tree for a defensive bonus. So that is going to work with 2 things, and I have ideas for further along in the future, which will also look for at least 1 more squad, and maybe even a hero, that will look for a tree for a bonus. But primarily what we're playtesting is how well this works with Nissa. On the next one anyway, that's kind of a niche ability, but it'll be more useful as time goes on. Natural Fury. Whenever Ashaya attacks for the first time each turn, if you have played no spells this turn, Ashaya may attack 1 additional time this turn. Basically double attack as long as you have not played a spell for that turn. And then also there's a follow-up here. Whenever you play a green sorcery, Ashaya gets trample until end of turn. So you're basically trading, as long as you're playing mono green, and this is intentional to make mono green a little bit stronger, where like if you use Ashaya with Arlinn or Kiora, that you might play a sorcery that's not green. What if I just say green spell here, actually? Just to count for the enchantments too. Because it says whenever, if you've played no spells. Yeah, I kind of feel like this should say green spell. I'm not sure why I put green sorcery. I don't know if Luke's gonna have a problem with that, but I want to say green spell because I want this again to kind of push mono green to be slightly stronger. Yeah, so that, like, if you play a red spell or a blue spell, in the case of Arlen or Kiora, that it, first of all, it'll cancel Ashaya's double attack, and it won't even give you trample. But in a mono green build, you're basically choosing that, again, you have 12 green cards in your deck, that you may either play a spell and give Ashaya trample, and this primarily is for Titanic Growth, and I guess Earth and Arms to a lesser extent, because we don't want Ashaya double attacking with 7 or 9 attack dice. That's already an insane problem from the freaking Kessig Rangers, and I don't want to replicate that. So this is a slightly different thing, which is still going to be good. Like, you can still buff Ashaya to have 7 or 9 attack dice, and she gets trample, so you can still inflict a lot of that overkill damage, so that all that massive attack is not completely wasted. Range of 2 also helps that you're generally going to be able to hopefully trample something and not just like waste extra attack dice. But yeah, this gives you kind of a choice that you can use her natural 4 power, Ashaya's natural 4 power and double attack, and roll 4 2 times, or you can play a green spell such as Overrun, or not Overrun, Titanic Growth or Earth and Arms are the big 2 I'm thinking of. And she automatically gets trample, and then you're rolling either 6 or 7 or 9 dice, or whatever, some higher number of dice, and using trample instead of double attack. And again, this to prevent the Kessig problem that I see. Although frankly, Ashaya could probably use being that busted, but I don't want green being even better than it already is. So that's the reasoning for that. And Reach, which is I don't think Reach has ever made a difference in any of my games yet, in any of my playtests, and I've changed it a couple times, but I can never get it to be worthwhile or impactful. Even against Ob Nixilis. Well, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. For each space that a flying figure passes over, if that space is occupied by Ashaya, or that space is adjacent to a space Ashaya occupies, you may roll 1 combat die. For each cross sword, deal 1 damage to that flying figure. So it's basically right. If a let's just say we have Ashaya on this space right here, and we have something like Evasian, and she, Evasian starts right here. She's gonna fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would roll a combat die for Ashaya, or Evasian passing by this space, passing over Evasian, and then passing over this space, and then going. So you roll 3 combat dice at that point. It's basically almost like 3 disengages. And I rolled 2 hits, so Evasian would take 2 hits. But here's the thing with that. I've never had this ability, and I've changed it a few times, not only just to do the damage, but I've even made it where like it prevents flying figures from ever entering the spaces. It's just, I can't make Reach impactful. Like, again, even with games against Ob Nixilis, where it's like, Ob Nixilis is flying, and I've used Ob Nixilis to just fly around Ashaya and destroy other creatures. It just, I'm not sure how to make Reach better than it is. It's just, it has not been impactful. It's basically a non-ability. It doesn't really impact even flying figures, which is weird. But anyway, yeah, just an ability. But yeah, Ashaya is the one I'm keeping my eyes on for the most part, because I believe that I did enough playtesting with Nissa and Gideon that they aren't really the suspects. And with all my playtests with Ashaya, that Ashaya is actually weaker than it probably should be, and so I've been trying to buff it slowly over time. Anyway, all that talk out of the way. We're playing on Roll20. I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll the D20. We have Gideon. We have Gideon and Nihiri, Nissa decks on the side here. Where is my shuffle button at? Okay. Is that everything? I think I've done everything. Glyphs. Before I do, I'm going to roll a couple of glyphs. Where's my glyph tables? So the top glyph, whatever rolled first will be the top glyph. And then, alright, so move duplicated, and we'll put healing on the bottom. So, healing on the bottom is going to be kind of nasty, I think, for Gideon. So we said this is move plus 2, and the bottom one will be heal. There. Good. Okay. Initiative. The first roll will be for Nissa. Second roll will be for Gideon. Nissa gets 9. Alright, does Gideon want to go first? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I feel like Gideon probably wants to hang out near the heal glyph, huh? Or do we just sit Gideon in the middle? Or do we let Nissa go first? Maybe we'll say Gideon will go second. Yeah, alright, so what does Nissa want? Nissa probably still wants the heal glyph more than anything, though. Like, the heal glyph is going to be better than move +2, I feel like. Oh, I didn't mention Ashaya's point cost, did I? I have it at 150 right now. So I'm playing, these are approximately 600 point armies. I have to break out the calculator. So Green's army is 340 for Nissa, plus 150 for Ashaya, plus 90 for the Palmeroots, so that's 580 points on Green's side. White, we have 360 for Gideon, 100 for Evasian, 60 for the Hookers, 55 for these Scions. They're 575. Yeah, so there's literally a 5-point difference between these two armies. And I think both of the spell decks are 200 points. They're both 12 cards, 100% 12 card decks. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with. They're 575 and 580. Oh, buddy. Alright, so put the tree over here so I remember to summon it. Yeah, I think Gideon is also going to occupy this spot down here. Okay, so Nissa is going first. So let's draw Nissa's hand. 2, 3. Draw Gideon's hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We got Titanic Growth, Bountiful Harvest, Sky Reaping. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, do we summon the tree first thing? When we could bait Gideon over here with high range, with her high range, quote unquote, of 5, which still outranges everything that Gideon has. We could probably put a Shia like on these 3 spaces and then put Nissa back here with the trees. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could actually just put Ashaya right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Ashaya. Like, let's. I feel like we summon Ashaya right up here first thing, right? 1, 2, 4, 5. That seems pretty good. We'll bring this tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think right up here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think we'll stop here. Yeah, we'll stop here, just to stay back from the. Do we move the tree at that point, though? We could actually move the tree up onto the height 3, and prevent anyone from getting that high ground. That doesn't seem too bad, actually. So we will use what's the name of the power? I should know it, but I don't. Nature Steering to move the tree, I think, up onto that high ground. Alright, Gideon's turn to draw. Let's take a card. Let's see what we got. So he has Spirit from Evil, Healing Salve, Silver Strike, Battle Wise Valor. This doesn't sound like metal to me. That's a little better. Alright, so we got 2 pretty decent squad healing, squad protection cards here. 3 pretty decent squad protection cards. Do we break out the Scions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We put them on the height 3. Right here and right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to block the high ground, right? From a Shia. 3, 4, 5. Don't care much about the heal glyph. I feel like we'll summon that guy there. So I don't know if I want to put Spare from Evil on them. I don't know if I want to put any spells on them. I just kind of feel like they're going to be meat this game. We can't really increase their threat level. Like, we don't have Spire Charge or anything to give them power, which is really what we want. Like, they have 3 power. They're not going to do a whole lot of damage while green has the high ground. That's the problem. Yeah, it's like they're going to be meat and they're just going to die, I think. Two, 3. And I feel like Gideon, or 3, 4. I feel like Gideon might go right here. First of all, is my stream coming through okay? It looks like it is. Okay. You know, we could just come in here and Hieromancy the hero. But then Nissa can just shoot us. Yeah, we might wait 1 turn, and then we charge it and use Hieromancy. We're next to a bush. We got some Scions for protection. Shia's got a range of 2. Okay, yeah, we'll call it. Let's call it a turn there. Unfortunately, I don't think white has the greatest hand at the moment. We got Nissa's Expedition for green. And meanwhile, we got a Titanic Growth, like, waiting to smash. Like, I might literally use it now. Take a single swing of 7 at these guys. They're not really a threat at the moment. I could just double attack. Yeah, I kind of feel like we sit still and we just double attack. Or do we take this level 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I care if Gideon comes up here? He's gonna come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gives up his Jungle Bush though if he does that. That's alright. I think we'll roll 4 2 times at this poor old Scion with Shia. I think that's the way to go. I'm not sure if we're going to use Trample, or I mean Overrun yet, and then therefore Trample. Alright, so he's the only target we can attack. Alright, 4 4. Alright, so 3 against 2 on the first defense, takes 1 damage. Second defense, takes 1 damage. He's dead. Boom. Put him in the bottom corner, the graveyard. Okay, that's all we're doing with the Shia. So we will end turn there and give Gideon the turn. Gideon picks up. Survive the night. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, what else do I have? I might want to summon Evasian here. So I have 3 cards that are good for protecting squads. I got Silver Strike, which would be good at killing one of her squads, and then Survive the Night for protecting Evasian. I kind of want to put Evasian up here. Summon Evasian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder if we summon Evasian, put Survive the Night on her, and then put Gideon here, Hieromancy the giant thing, and then punch it out. Or do I just put Evasian right here on the level 3? Would I put her behind the glacier? I can put her behind the glacier. No need, right? She can just fly. Yeah, so we put her over here. We take the turn with Gideon. We put her there. We will go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. Hieromancy, Ashaya. We roll 6 at Ashaya. Yeah, because we got all 3 of our power counters. So 5, 1. Well, we got 2 hits. 4 defense, 2 shields. That's a bummer. Okay, Hieromancy's been used. That's it. That's it for Gideon. Because we have 3 power counters, we can't add another one right now. Let's go back to Nissa's turn and draw a card. We got Overrun. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of really liking the potential of Overrun plus Titanic Growth right now to really shit on something. Well, shit on anything not named Gideon, unfortunately. Alright, so we have to take a turn with Nissa. I feel like we summon a Pulmaroot here. Or do we summon a Pulmaroot here? Or do we summon Pulmaroots on both spots? No. I really want to summon these Pulmaroots right now. Alright, we have Bountiful Harvest. We got Sky Reaping. This is Expedition Overrun. Yeah, like I really want to get the Pulmaroots out for this. 1, 2, 3, put them all here. The tree took our level 3. We have no level 3 spots, so I really want to get Nissa up on here. We want to shoot Gideon too. We want to go on one of these 2, 3 spots, shoot Gideon. So we go 1, 2, 3. We move her up onto this spot. Evasian makes this hard. Evasian's gonna come in here and just like free damage everything. Where do you put these guys? Down here? We're gonna move the tree out of the way. So, can we go here? Then his movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His movement's so poor. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this isn't actually that bad of a spot. I like it. Let's use it. And then we'll summon this guy here. Or up here. Here. So we can see and shoot Gideon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can't do anything like. So this guy's gonna go here. I think we are gonna summon him here instead. I'm changing my mind about everything, but this feels okay. So we'll have Nissa shoot Gideon from here. One, 2, 3, 4 range, right? Yeah. Then I could move the tree up here to block it off, or even better yet, I could move the tree up there and attack Gideon with it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's roll our 3, 4 attack against Gideon's. 3 defense. Well, that's going to be a hit. 1 damage because of his ability. So we're going to chuck a power counter. So that would have been 2 damage, except for Indomitable. Prevents it and brings it down to 1. What to do with our tree now when we end our turn? Do we want to move it and get up to attack Gideon? Well, we block Gideon off pretty badly by going here. Like, he's got a long way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go anywhere, yeah. But then the tree is very far away from Nissa. We do have Nissa's Expedition, so that shouldn't hurt too bad if like we need to disengage. I feel like I want to take the swing up at Gideon. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like the idea of preventing Gideon from getting anywhere near us. So we'll swing up a 3-on-4 against Gideon. But we got 0, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll end turn there. Let's go to Gideon, draw a card. Gideon's got 6 cards. Ooh, Tenacity. Oh, Evasian is about to hurt everybody very, very badly. I think this is an Evasian turn. This feels like Tenacity survived the night. Oh yeah. The thing is, do we kill a Shire or do we try and gun down Nissa? I would hate to give Nissa high ground, but that is a 5-on-4 as well. Alright, I think we definitely play Tenacity, survive the night. And I kind of feel like we might send Evasian on this number 3 spot, actually. We get the free damage on both of them. This is a hard choice, because I really want to start pounding Nissa, but I don't like that Nissa. Yeah, Nissa's got the high ground covered, and I think I'd rather try and kill probably the Palmer Root. So I think we are going to do Tenacity, survive the night on Evasian. So let's put survive the night over here on Evasian. Well, let's move our unsummoned figures a little bit. There. Alright, Tenacity. Okay. I think I'm taking this number 3 spot. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. See, it's like, again, reach doesn't matter because I can just fly the long way around. It's barely even the long way around, really, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm landing on this space, I'm not passing over it, so reach should not affect it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I kind of feel like I'm going to kill the Palmer Root. Because there's 3 Palmer Roots with 4 attack compared to 1 hero that can only double attack with 4 attack. Not only that, but yeah, and if Nissa ever buffs a Shia, it doesn't double attack anymore, so it's a little less threatening. I feel like we're gonna attack the Palmer Root. So Evasian's also getting height on the Palmer Root, which feels good. So base of 4, we're getting +1 for Tenacity, we're getting plus another 1 for height, so it's 6. 6 against the Palmer Root's 3. This should be a lot of damage. We got 3 hits. 2, 1 shield. Oh, that's perfect, because that'll deal 2 damage. I can just end Evasian's turn. That's a total of 3 damage because of Madness of Angels. We will add 1 damage onto a Shia for Madness of Angels. Yep, and I think there we can end turn. Nissa to draw. Nissa picks up Earthen Arms. Okay. So, do we just double attack Gideon with a Shia? I feel like we just double attack Gideon with a Shia. He's actually kind of vulnerable right now. Yeah, I kind of like just attacking Gideon twice. This feels kind of right. Yeah, let's attack Gideon twice. 4v3, 4v3. So I'll just roll 4 twice. Alright, so first defense blocks, second defense did not block, so there's the damage, and he loses a power counter. And I think we'll end turn there. Although Evasian's going to be a big threat. Am I sleeping? Am I sleeping by not killing Evasian? I'm going to find out. Fell the Mighty. Ooh. Too bad we've already killed one of the Pummeroots. Yeah, there's really not much we can do with all these white spells. That's a bummer. I'm kind of in fear for Gideon's life right now. I feel like I have to take the turn with Gideon. Ugh. I think I'm going to take the turn with Gideon. So I want to summon the hookers. On all these level 2 spaces. That's such a problem though, like we don't have Inspired Charge, we don't have Divine Favor, we don't have, I think, Blessings in this deck. It might not be. But Divine Favor or Inspired Charge would be really nice. How many cards are left in the deck? I can't see the number, can I? Well, I've played 2 white spells and I have 5 in hand, so there's 5 left in the deck, and 2 of those 5 should be a Divine Favor Inspired Charge. So like I feel like I'm semi-likely to draw one. I almost want to summon the hookers preemptively, so that if I draw it on the next turn, I can immediately go ham with them. We also need to draw frickin'... We really need to draw... Healing Salve, because the double attacks, this doesn't feel good for Gideon. Could summon the hookers, and we could detain the Pummeroots, as well as just kind of lock what's his face up in lots of engagements. Do I do that? I feel like this play feels kind of bad. It's hard to know if Gideon could actually see these spaces. I think he could easily see number 3. I don't know about number 2 without having the actual figure. But I would assume he could probably see at least part of the hooker. So we will detain the Pummeroots there, and I think we're just going to swing 4 at Ashaya. Against Ashaya's 4. Well, that's 3 big damage right there. There it is. We will end turn, and Gideon gets a power counter back because he attacked an enemy. And we will go to Nissa's turn. What did Nissa pick up? How many cards does Nissa have? This is kind of covered up. She has 7, okay. We're going to discard when we get over 7. Primeval Light. Well, that is a beautiful card because we have 2 enchantments on Evasian. I think we're just going to use Primeval Light now. Oh, I forgot I have cards playing face down for this deck still. Dang it. Let's flip it. So we will play this, absolutely. Let's drop it in the graveyard now. So we will destroy all enchantments. So goodbye to Tenacity, goodbye to Survive the Night. I like Primeval Light a lot. That's just a beautiful, beautiful card. So Evasian is a lot less threatening now. Now the problem is the hookers are posing a threat because all 3 of them are alive. If this feels like we might Earthen Arms and Titanic Growth. And then trample the nipples off of one of the hookers. We can play 2 spells. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're going to do Earthen Arms, Titanic Growth. So wait, remove up to 2 damage counters from a hero, right? So, minus 2 damage there. Gets plus 2 power, and then this is plus 3 power. Okay, so plus 5 power. So it's rolling 9 dice, rolling 10 dice because of height. Oh yeah, this is going to hurt. We're gonna hit hooker number 2, I think. We might want to trample that damage and do Evasian. So 10 dice. 9. Oh my gosh. We rolled 9 crossed weapon and 0 and 1 shield. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this hooker is so dead. He rolled 1 shield. Oh my gosh, so he's taken 8 damage. 3 of that is gonna kill him. So 5 damage to be trampled over. 5 damage to be trampled over. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're gonna put all 5 of that on Evasian and just like nearly kill her right now. I think I want to do that. Oh my gosh, that's so insane. 9 damage, right? So -1 or 9 hits -1. So we have 8 damage. -3 for the hooker's life was 5 trampled damage, right? So 5 damage to be trampled. That was nuts. And I know that was super lucky. That was nuts. Good play. Good turn. Gideon's turn. Oh, there's near death. Yeah, Gideon can really use near death right now. We're gonna play that immediately, I think. So let's... Oops. Go 0 out of 5 for Gideon. This feels like we might want to play Healing Salve on Evasian as well. I think we're going to do that. Healing Salve for Evasian. Let's knock her back down to 3 damage. And then let's draw a card. Let's give me a... I'm hoping it's Chaplain's Blessing. It's not. It's Swift Justice. It feels like I'm just going to use this turn with Gideon again. You know, I probably should have put protective spells on the hookers. I didn't think about that. Might be too late now. Well, I should try and preserve them while I still can, I suppose, but that was kind of a mess up that I did not play these on the hookers the first time. Actually, that's a pretty big boo-boo. So they're going to have Spirit from Evil and Battle Wise Valor. That's all 3 of my spells. I can't play any more spells this turn. Wait, I already played 3 spells, didn't I? Yeah, that would be 4 spells. So I think... I think I prefer to put Battle Wise Valor on them if I had to choose. So let me take this back to my hand. We'll put Battle Wise Valor hidden on them for now. And that's my 3 spells for the turn. I think this turn is going to be with Gideon. We'll get our last power counter back by rolling 5 at this hero. 3 hits, not bad, but 2 shields, of course. Hey, come on. So 1 damage, and Gideon will end turn and get his 3rd power counter back. Where's Nissa? Nissa picks up Leaf Arrow, okay. Do we play Overrun and Smash with our 2 Pomeroots? We could play Sky Reaping and Overrun. We play Sky Reaping first. I don't see why not, right? To do damage to Evasian. She'll have 2 HP left, like. And then Overrun to trample damage. I think this is worth. Yeah, so we're gonna do Sky Reaping. Choose a creature you control, damage to all creatures with flying, and then draw a card, right? So the only creature with flying on this map is Evasian. And it is adjacent to our hero creature, so we will do that and draw a card for Nissa. What does Nissa pick up? Rapid Withdrawal, okay. Not really helpful right now. I still think our best turn comes from playing Overrun and... Can't hurt, right? Alright, Pomeroot Elementals get Rapid Withdrawal. That's all 3 spells. So let's go 1, 2... Oh yeah, I can even use it right now to go 3. Because hookers only have 3 power, and my Pomeroots currently have 6. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have Pomeroot number 3 attack Evasian, who has no enchantments anymore. So we're rolling 6 against 4. Getting 3 hits to 0 damage. Wow. So she takes 2, and we trample 1 damage over to hooker number 1. Well, trample's really coming in clutch. Holy crap. And then hooker 2 will attack, or hooker 2. Palmer number 2 will attack. This triggers Battle-Wise Valor. They get +4 toughness. So this is going to be a 6 versus 6, actually. Yeah. Okay. 5-1. We got 5 hits. Holy crap. 2. 1 shield. Wow. I have nothing to trample, but yeah, this was killer. Yeah, we just lost. So he took 4 damage. He only has 2 life left. So yeah, I just lost 2 overkill damage. Trample's really nice this game. Holy crap. Good turn. I don't have anything else to say about that. Let's let Gideon figure out what he's gonna do. There's Chaplains. Oof, blessing. Maybe a turn too late. Okay, this game isn't looking so hot for Gideon right now. We still have Fell the Mighty, so like the Palmer Roots really aren't a huge problem. Oh, whoops. This has to go to the graveyard. Do we put Spare from Evil on the Scions at this point? It's unfortunate, but I think we're going to. I think Gideon just attacks. We got 6 attack against the hero, like that's not too bad. We got 3 hits, 2, 3. 3 shields. What is up with this? Alright, Nissa. I think Nissa's getting all the dice, unfortunately. There's Rabid Bite, which wouldn't quite kill that hooker, would it? We need an attack buff for this hero, and we don't have one. We can probably at least enchant Nissa with Leaf Arrow. We'll just do it after attacking. So we will take the turn with Ashaya. We will probably double attack Gideon, honestly. So 4-4 at Gideon. Wow, 3 and 3 out of those. Uh-oh. What just happened? Did I just get kicked out? I just pressed forward. What just happened to me? I just got kicked out of my own game. Anyway, so where was I? Yes, 3-3, so Gideon's got to roll defense twice. 3-3. Wow, blocks 1, takes 1 damage on the other. Critically hitting. Alright. So, loses a power counter, takes 1 damage. I think Nissa's just well protected, and Gideon, like, there's nothing... Gideon got really boned by this combo here of effectively the two tree creatures. I could jump him on the heal glyph, but he needs to maintain power counters. Alright, so before I end this turn, because I've already attacked while I played no spells, we will put Leaf Arrow on Nissa. Ooh. So while Enchanted Figure is unengaged, they get +1 power. And then we will end turn and let Gideon draw. Gideon drew, there's Inspired. Again, coming a little bit too late. This is really, man, like this choke right here that we're stuck at is really bad for white. Like this is just bad. Kind of feels like I should just use Gideon, but it also feels bad that Gideon is not rolling super well. Let's use 5. We'll use 5. There's a good roll. Ooh, that's a kill. There's a kill. It's about time we got that big monster out of the way. I feel like Ashaya actually did kind of decent this game, not gonna lie. Gideon will end turn, get the power counter back. Let's go back to Nissa. Oh, here's Groundswell. Alright. This kind of feels like I'm gonna walk the Palmer Roots in. Might punch Gideon once and then punch the hooker. Or do I just shoot Gideon with Nissa and also use the tree to attack Gideon? Because, yeah, like Gideon can only come in and attack from low ground. We still have Bountiful Harvest in hand, right? Yeah, so like we're good. Bountiful Harvest is in hand. We got Nissa's Expedition in hand. Rabid Bite's kind of worthless. I mean, it could deal 1 damage to the hooker. But the hooker... Oh no, the Scions have Spare from Evil. Okay. Alright, I think we will use the Pummel Roots. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go here with this guy. What's that? I don't think. No. What? Yeah, there. That I can see. No one can see over there. The people! Alright, Gideon. Gideon's gonna die. Rolling 4 to 3. Blank out. What's that? That's the name of what? Oh, it is? Oh, she told you the name? Oh. Oh, cool. Don't tell me. What? Okay. Okay. Oh. A mixed, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, we gotta kill this hooker. 4 versus 2. There's 2 damage. And we can literally actually play Rabid Bite to finish him. Yeah, because we have 4 power and 3 toughness versus the hooker's 3 power and 2 toughness, which means, yeah, he's taking 2 damage actually. Yeah, so hooker dies and we take nothing in return. That's maybe Rabid Bite is a little better than I gave it credit for. I don't know. It's then again, that's a hooker with 2 defense, and you know, hookers are like they're okay, but they're missing all of White's buffs. Yeah, we'll end the turn. And let's Gideon take a turn now. Here's Divine Favor. I think we can... Actually, there's really no reason to not put this on the Scions, because whatchamacallit's in the graveyard. Alright, do we play Fell the Mighty? We can't even use Silver Strike anymore. I think we'll Fell the Mighty, even if it is on this single Pummel Root. That's fine. Fell the Mighty, this piece of garbage out of here. Now, do we take a turn with Scions? This feels like a Scion's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can get 2 height attacks down. Do we even play Inspired Charge? We could guarantee kill. Basically guarantee kill. Then again, we're rolling 5v3 twice. I think we'll play Inspired Charge. It feels safer to just like try and guarantee the kill immediately. Yeah, let's do it. That's the 3rd spell for the turn. Oh wait, except for one thing. This Scion, there's no way it's in line of sight. That's a problem. Alright, maybe we'll save it. I forgot you gotta be within line of sight. Number 3 is within line of sight, but we got a tree directly in between us and number 1. Let's take this back. Alright, we're gonna have to just use the Scions. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll take 2 5v3s. That's our best chance, I think, right now. So 5, 5. All right, and then 3, 3. So we got a 3 to 2, 1 damage, and then a 2 to 1 for 1 damage. So 2 damage total. That's a bummer. We did not get that kill there. Inspired Charge might have made the difference had I played it, even if it is just for the one guy to roll 2 dice. Yeah, not much else to be done here. Let's let Nissa take a card. How is Nissa not... Wait, did I draw a card with Nissa? Where'd that card just go? Uh-oh. Did I just throw a card off the map? Oh, like off the screen? Hang on. I did just draw that card, right? Hang on. Recall. Unplayed. In player hands on table 8. Man, now I gotta do this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So wait, did I just click to draw a card and it just simply didn't give it to me? Let's try this again. Draw. Okay. I'm confused. Oh, Predatory Strike, of course. So we'll play Predatory. That's alright. Like, we'll just put that on Nissa. I don't think Predatory is going to make a difference at all in this game, but oh well. We have 3 spells. And they're all pretty decent. Yeah, they're all literally the Planeswalker spells, which is really good for Nissa. She still has healing, she still has her disengage, and she has power stem. It's going to be really nice. So I think we shoot Eldrazi number 1. Because then we can attack it with the tree right afterward. The Scions are kind of a threat right now. This is bad. Actually, this feels like we're going to play Groundswell this turn. Let's really get this damage in. Planeswalker gets +3 power until end of turn. Yeah, we're going in hard at Eldrazi number 1 here. So she's rolling a base of 3. She doesn't have a tree, so we might want to move back 1. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so now we have a tree within 2 spaces of us for that bonus. So base 3, we have +1 because there's a tree, a jungle tree, within 2 spaces of us. We have +1 for Leaf Arrow, and then +3 for Groundswell, so we're rolling 8 against Eldrazi number 1 there. Eldrazi number 1 gets 4 defense. Alright, so 5-3. That was a poor roll. We got 3 hits. 4 defense for the Eldrazi. So we got 1 damage in after all that work. Okay. And then the tree will attack up at the Eldrazi. So it's a 3v5. 3v5. Kills it. The tree always comes in clutch. Like, this feels like this happens so much where the tree just like beats. Like, I literally just had Nissa roll 8 dice and got 3 hits. The tree rolled 3 dice and got 3 hits. That's all. That was all that was needed. So, oh wait, except for one thing. We have Spare from Evil, which I didn't put this first wound on, which I totally would have. I forgot about Spare from Evil. So anyway, 1 wound on Spare from Evil, and yeah, literally, since we just took 2 more damage, we put 2 more damage on Spare from Evil and destroy it. So all that for nothing. I was excited, thinking I killed a Scion, but instead I killed Spare from Evil. Still not too bad. Like, at least we got that annoying spell out of the way. Gideon's turn then. I wonder if it's arguable. Could Nissa see that tree from there? That's kind of a tough call. Now that I think about that attack I took. I'd say she probably could see it, but that's a very tough call. I've already rolled the attack, so let's assume she did. She can. So Gideon. Gideon has Silver Strike, which is useless. Swift Justice, which is usable. Shepherd's Blessing is useless, and Inspired Charge is usable. Ooh. We'll use Inspired Charge next turn, maybe. Hey, we stay here because we don't want her moving her tree up here. Oh wait, she would have to disengage from Gideon anyway. So we can go like this. So we're rolling 2 5v3s again. So 5-5. 3-3. Yeah, he's dead. Bye-bye, Mr. Pomeroon. Okay, now it's Nissa's turn. We are in the end game, that's for sure. We have Nissa's Expedition and Bountiful Harvest and a Nissa at full health. We could go 1-2. We could play Nissa's Nissa's Expedition right now and get to this space over here. Is my cursor streaming? Let me go look at my stream. Tell me my cursor is streaming. Okay, it looks like it is. Good. So anyway, I could get Nissa all the way to this space with Nissa's Expedition without the disengages. And then I have the toughness bonus from the trees, which feels really good. I think we're going to do that, actually. Let's go Nissa's Expedition. So we get +3 move and disengage for Nissa. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way over here. I mean, actually, wait, can I go the other direction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite, because I wouldn't have line of sight, I don't think. So we'll continue with using Nissa's Expedition. So now we get our toughness bonus from 2 trees. That's good, because she's about to take some attacks. We can shoot Eldrazi number 1 here. We're rolling 3 base. We get +1 for the tree, +1 for Leaf Arrow. So that's a 5v3. Well, we rolled 0, so we'll attack the Scion. Did we attack the Scion? Probably, yeah. Let's attack Scion number 1 with the tree. So it's 3 to 5. Solid block, though. Solid block. Gideon's turn. So if we inspire charge, the thing is, can we get both of the Scions adjacent to her? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could. We have to take a disengage with one of them. I don't even think I mind though. It's like let's get the big damage in on her right now. I could even play Swift Justice to ensure that he's not going to die. Or take a... Do I preemptively play Swift Justice so that if he takes leave and engagement damage, we can just likely immediately heal it? I feel like I want to do that. It's like that doesn't feel super optimal, but I want to make sure he stays healthy. So let's do it. So Swift Justice, target creature gets lifelink. It is going to be Scion number 1, and then Inspire Charge. All creatures within 8 clear sight spaces of the White Planeswalker get +2 power, and +1 toughness, which doesn't matter. So these are both definitely within Gideon's line of sight right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll roll a disengage with Nissa against this guy. That's a hit. That's fine. This is why we played lifelink on him. So we'll have, let's have Scion number 1 attack first. So we're having, oh boy, a base of 3. We get 1 for Divine Favor and then 2 more for Inspired Charge. So 6 versus Nissa's base of 3, +1 for the tree, +1 for height. So 6 versus 5. Yeah, that's healing some damage, I think. 4 hits versus 5 defense. 0. Well, the Scion just healed 4 damage. Thank you, Nissa. Alright, that was a big hit. Wow. This one might just die here. And then we have a 6v4 from the other Scion. No, 2 hits versus 2 shields. Okay, solid block. Back to Nissa's turn. Basically have to play Bountiful Harvest now. Remove 3 damage counters, damage markers from a friendly green Planeswalker. That is only Nissa. 1. Alright, so we have Predatory. We can really murder Eldrazi number 1 right now, I think. I'm half tempted to use, or to burn Leaf Arrow. I feel like I'll burn Leaf Arrow right now. It says that, yeah, that you may destroy Leaf Arrow, and if you do, because Leaf Arrow only works while I'm not engaged, and she's probably going to be engaged for the rest of this game at this point. I'm not going to leave engagements right now. So it says, right, +1 power while engaged, but it also says, before attacking, you may destroy Leaf Arrow. If you do, you get +2 power this turn, and it doesn't matter if I'm engaged. So yeah, so I think we are just going to destroy Leaf Arrow. We'll take the +2 power, and we are going to choose to attack down at Eldrazi number 1. So we have a base of 3. We get 1 for tree, We get 1 for height, and then 1 for predatory strike, because we have height, and then 2 more for Leaf Arrow. We're rolling 8. 8 against this Eldrazi's 1, 1. 3 plus 1, so 8 versus 4. There's 4 hits. That's a pretty decent roll. Yeah, 2 damage. That's enough to kill him. That was a pretty big turn to even this matchup for her. We could take an attack with the tree. I almost forgot. Did we attack Gideon? Scion's still kind of threatening because of the frickin' other ability. I mean, the other enchantment there. He's rolling 4. Gideon also would be. Gideon would be rolling 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Gideon would also have to take low ground. I feel like I'll attack Gideon with the tree. Let's attack Gideon. We'll attack Gideon on a 3v4. Oh, we missed. The tree is a failure. I'm disappointed. Alright, Gideon's turn. He has some cards in hand. Neither of these are usable, so... Alright, we'll just play them. We'll play them for the hell of it. Just get him out of the hand so I don't keep looking at him. Alright, does Gideon move in and attack Nissa? She has Predatory Strike, though. I'd hate to take the low ground and give her the Predatory Strike bonus. I think we just keep going until the Eldrazi dies. And then Gideon takes the Eldrazi spot. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we walk the Eldrazi the whole way around? No, we just attack Nissa. We just attack Nissa. That's all we do. We don't move. So we're rolling 4 against Nissa's 4. Oh no. Oh no! This is blanking out on these important defense rolls. Where she needs at least like 1 or 2 shields. Oh no. 2 life left on Nissa. That'll end Gideon's turn. So Nissa's just gonna swing back with 4 against the Eldrazi's 4. And Nissa's gonna get the piss poor defense roll. I think we're gonna attack Gideon with a tree again. So it's a 3 versus 4. That's a solid block. I think Gideon's gonna win this game. Right, so Eldrazi attacks Nissa with 4. Ooh, 1 damage. We got 3 hits and 2 shields for 1 damage. Lucky. But Nissa's still going to lose this game, there's no doubt. So Nissa's just going to swing back on a 4v4. Yeah, Nissa's attack rolls have been garbage these last couple of turns. We'll attack... I mean, do we try and get lucky on the Scion? I mean, Gideon just kills us afterwards then. We attack Gideon on a 3v4. Nothing. No luck. Man, Nissa's rolled pretty poor on these attack dice in this endgame. But we had some really lucky dice. That's the crazy thing. Nissa's had some really lucky dice up until, I would say, like the last like 4, 5 turns. And like even with all those lucky dice, she still is losing this game. Yeah, this Gideon army is not to be messed with, that's for sure. Anyway, let's attack. Scion versus Nissa on a 4v4. Oh, it's an utter miss. So Nissa will be swinging back then on a 4v4. It's blocked. Tree attacks Gideon on a 3v4. Blocked. Scion killing Nissa on a 4v4. And that's 2 damage and she's dead. Boom. End of game. We have a Scion. A fully healthy Scion left and Gideon with 3 life left and 2 power counters. So, semi-close. I playtested this army, or these exact armies, except I had the Elf Rangers in and I dropped them because I feel like they were trash and I replaced them with the Pumroots. And yeah, it was a blowout that was much harder than this one. Like, this was a relatively close game. I playtested this the other day on a different map as well, but it was the same exact armies, except the Pumroots were switched for the Elf Rangers, and I think Green only managed to kill Evasian in maybe 1 or 2 squads, but like Gideon had like 1 damage and like all the rest of his squad, like he had like 2 or 3 Scions and like 2 or 3 hookers still alive at the end of the game. Like he had the majority of his army left. It was very poor. I think this game only went this well, maybe partially because we brought the Palm Roots, but also because of this choke here. Like this choke was so huge. We really stalled Gideon out a lot in the middle here and let our hero do a lot of work while keeping Nissa well guarded, well safeguarded. All in all, I think Ashaya did its job. I think the Palm Roots did so-so. What did they do? They killed 2 hookers, right? And they killed Evasian, even though she already had damage. Trample did a lot of work this game. That was kind of shocking. But this is White we're talking about. White is known for close quarters, so you know, not a big shocker. So Ashaya, yeah, Ashaya, let me think, what did Ashaya do? I mean, Ashaya's threat to Gideon was nice, but it unfortunately didn't pan out super well. Like the double attack, like Ashaya's natural double attack of 4 versus Gideon's 3 defense is kind of threatening. Like if we would just nail two wounds in a row against Gideon, that would feel really powerful against him. I think Ashaya did well enough. I probably should have written down, I guess I can rewatch the stream. I think Ashaya did well enough this game, though. Like we smashed that 1 hooker and put a ton of trample damage onto Evasian. Granted, that was with the help of Titanic Growth, which was like, I'm working on my green tier list, but Titanic Growth is busted. So that's less Ashaya being great and more that I played Titanic Growth and Earthen Arms at the same time for 5 additional power in 1 turn. It's like when you roll 10 attack dice, you're going to expect a lot of overkill damage. Also, when you roll 9 out of 10 skulls, that tends to happen. Yeah, but you know, given the relative luck, I guess, and just the way the scenario played out, Ashaya did do a decent job, and I'm happy. But I don't feel like this is the average. I still feel like Ashaya usually doesn't quite carry its weight. And again, like reach didn't make a difference. Like Evasian just landed next to Ashaya. It didn't pass over any spaces. It didn't make a difference. So tough call here. But I am going to kill the stream. That was a fun playtest. I'm relatively impressed with how the Green Army did, considering the last playtest I really thought Green didn't have a chance, and this one proved to me that these tighter corridors kind of really suck for White when they don't have range, and Green does. Anyway, whoever's still watching, thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to call it a night. Y'all take care.